In Part 1 and 2 of this series, we discussed why traditional African systems of governance are important and how they can be applied in modern society. In Part 3, we will explore the practical steps needed to implement these systems for community development, effective leadership, and accountability. The first step towards implementing traditional African systems of governance is to involve our communities in decision-making. This involves creating a platform for community members to voice their concerns and priorities, and working together to find solutions. This approach is in contrast to the top-down approach of democracy, where leaders make decisions without the input of their communities. By involving our communities, we can ensure that decisions made are in the best interest of the people. The second step towards implementing traditional African systems of governance is to hold our leaders accountable. This involves creating mechanisms for community members to monitor the actions of their leaders and ensure that they serve the interests of the people. This approach is in contrast to the impunity that often accompanies democracy, where leaders act without consequences. By holding our leaders accountable, we can promote ethical leadership and ensure that our communities thrive. The third step towards implementing traditional African systems of governance is to prioritize community development. This involves working together to identify and prioritize community needs, and finding solutions that benefit everyone. This approach is in contrast to the prioritization of individual interests that often accompanies democracy, where leaders make decisions that benefit a few individuals instead of the entire community. By prioritizing community development, we can create a better future for everyone. The fourth step towards implementing traditional African systems of governance is to prioritize leadership by example. This involves electing leaders based on their track record of serving their communities and promoting the common good. This approach is in contrast to the self-serving nature of democracy, where leaders are often elected based on their wealth or popularity instead of their ability to lead. By prioritizing leadership by example, we can promote ethical leadership and effective governance. In conclusion, implementing traditional African systems of governance requires a commitment to community involvement, accountability, community development, and leadership by example. By embracing these principles, we can create a better future for our communities and ensure that our leaders serve the interests of the people.